In today's video, we're going to be going over details on five new and upcoming PlayStation 4 titles that you should know about. Also, the reviews for Kingdom Hearts 3 are coming in ahead of its release this Tuesday, and thus far the reviews are looking very positive. And we'll be rounding out the video by taking a look at Far Cry New Dawn that is dropping in February. You might be wondering if that game is going to have DLC as a standalone expansion. It'd be a little weird for it to have DLC. Thankfully, Far Cry New Dawn will not have a season pass because there won't be any DLC to the game. More on that at the end of this video. First up, I want to go over all of these newly announced PlayStation 4 titles. First up, we have Heaven's Vault. Heaven's Vault is a very interesting story-driven adventure, and history is the story in Heaven's Vault. You uncover thousands of years worth of history by finding artifacts, discovering new sites, and deciphering ancient inscriptions in this branching narrative-driven adventure game coming spring 2019. Your discoveries about the past will change the future, but will the history you put together be the truth? So it's a very interesting game in terms of presentation, very different compared to a lot of other games. You play as a space archaeologist who has set out in a mysterious region of space only known as the Nebula. You're tasked with tracking down a missing academic, and you'll encounter alien creatures, you'll decipher new languages, and solve various mysteries. Again, I find it pretty easy to be captivated by the visual style. If nothing else, it'll be coming to the PlayStation 4 sometime in spring of 2019.
But will the story I put together be the truth?
Also, we have the new platformer In the King's Bird. This launched on PC back in August of 2018, and it's coming to the PlayStation 4 in the first half of February. The King's Bird has you escape into a world kept secret by a tyrant and discover the truth about your freedom. It's an artistic, momentum-based game that seamlessly combines precision platforming with physics-based gliding. It's said to be a new yet easily accessible take on the precision platforming genre. Some of the key features of the game include dynamic background music and sounds that change based on your movements, textless narrative told through visuals and motion, 5 unique worlds to explore full of vibrant and colorful silhouettes with inspirations from ancient Mayan, Southeast Asian, and Roman culture. Again, the King's Bird doesn't have an exact release date, but the window is coming up pretty soon. It'll be happening in the first half of February, another platformer to keep your eyes on. Next up, we have a PlayStation VR title in the Immortal Legacy Jade Cipher. The Immortal Legacy Jade Cipher is again a PSVR exclusive title, and it just had its announcement trailer release. It has you delve deep into the origins of a sinister Chinese legend and unearth the secrets of your forgotten past in the pulse-pounding PSVR adventure. You can pre-order the game from the PlayStation Store today to unlock an exclusive in-game weapon and a bonus theme for your PlayStation 4 at launch. This is a more action-oriented PlayStation VR title, however, it does follow the similar PSVR theme of being a game with a lot of mystery and suspense attached to it. That's what you can expect out of Immortal Legacy, the Jade Cipher, and it does look to be one of the bigger budget VR titles. This game was formerly known as Kill X. However, it's been re-christened as Immortal Legacy, the Jade Cipher, and it'll be heading to the PlayStation VR on March 20th. And while we're only getting one game for now, the team behind the game is hoping this can evolve into a multi-game part series, so we'll see if that comes to fruition. Let's just hope the first part turns out well, again, as Immortal Legacy, the Jade Cipher drops March 20th.
You wouldn't believe what we found.
Moving on from that, we have a brand new puzzle game in Glass Masquerade. Glass Masquerade is described as an artistic puzzle game inspired by Art Deco and stained glass artisans of the 20th century. Combine hidden glass pieces to unveil clocks and themes exhibited by various cultures of the world at the International Times Exhibition, an interactive electronics show. The game tells 25 beautifully and intricately designed stained glass jigsaw puzzles to complete journey around the world. Each puzzle is inspired by a different country. Art Deco, mosaics, and presentation give the game a distinct visual style. Relaxing gameplay provides a calming experience, no time limits, no stress, soothing atmospheric soundtrack by Russian composer Nikita Sevenaev, and you can finish the game and replay puzzles to improve your completion time. A variety of different languages will be supported, which is great because this game is taking influence from a lot of different locales, so that's something cool to note as well. Glass Masquerade will be dropping sometime in February. We don't have an exact release date, but we'll keep you guys posted. And lastly, we have a very exciting new IP coming from Focus Home Interactive. They've put out some excellent games, and that is A Plague Tale: Innocence. They just put out a web series for the game, and The Plague Tale: Innocence is a brand new IP from Asabo Studio with a newly announced release date of May 14, 2019. Asabo are game development veterans who have honed their craft on some of the industry's biggest projects and now forge new ground with their own original story of Amica, Hugo, and the Black Death. And Focus Home put out a web series that'll highlight the work of this incredible French team in a new behind-the-scenes web series, the first episode of which, Roots of Innocence, is available now. This first episode focuses on child siblings Amica and Hugo, the two main characters of A Plague Tale: Innocence, and their unique bond. These children encounter 14th century France from a similar perspective as the player, an unknown and dangerous place that they barely understand but must survive. As the realities of the worlds of adults press down on them, their familial love will be tested, and they must work together to overcome the terrifying rat plague and pursuing Inquisition alike. A Plague Tale: Innocence looks to be a pretty interesting game. Again, check out the web series for yourself because I think you could be captivated by it. Focus Home Interactive has put out some great games, some underrated titles, but nonetheless, they've continued to put out these games, and I could see A Plague Tale: Innocence being something that surprises a lot of gamers. We'll see. Again, it's hitting the PS4 on May 14th.
Face à cette surexposition à la violence, quel va être l'état d'esprit d'Hugo à la fin du jeu?
Listen to me. Breathe.
On va explorer cette thématique-là pour Amicia, de jusqu'où elle sera prête à aller pour qu'ils survivent tous les deux.
I didn't want to.
So those are 5 new games coming to the PlayStation 4, but on top of that, the Metacritic reviews for Kingdom Hearts 3 are coming in, and they are looking very strong. Currently, it's sitting at an 89 on Metacritic, so close to a 90. But honestly speaking, I am very content with this game being at an 89, just because it's been in development for so long, and Square Enix has had a little bit of a hit-or-miss track record, and whenever a Square Enix game is in development for an egregious amount of time, I have to be a little bit skeptical. I was not expecting KH3 to turn out this well from a review standpoint, but lo and behold, that's what we're getting. Game Informer scored the title a 9.5 out of 10, saying, while not perfect, Kingdom Hearts 3 is the game I've been waiting for. After finishing it, I was delighted by how satisfied I was with the journey. I traversed worlds with some of my favorite Disney characters, preserved through challenging boss battles, and saw a triumphant finale that only makes me more excited for the future. The series still has a lot of heart, and that's what makes it so endearing. IGN gave the title an 8.7 out of 10 with the reviewer saying, quote, I thoroughly enjoyed Square Enix's evolution of Kingdom Hearts' gameplay and fidelity to Disney's beloved animated movies. While the storytelling could use some punching up, Square has done a fantastic job of capturing the spirit of these worlds while giving us a massive toolbox for battles and exploration. Even as I watched the dust settle in on the story, I wanted to jump right back into collecting everything, but to see all of the events of the Kingdom Hearts games so far culminate is frankly weird. Having been given so much time to ruminate, its specific resolutions aren't all that surprising, but only a marginal impact is lost as a result. I still love seeing so many characters from throughout the series interact in new ways and rekindle old bonds. It's nice to see that even so long after the very first game, Kingdom Hearts 3 is so full of heart. So again, the game is currently sitting at an 89 on Metacritic, currently based on 21 reviews. Currently a very impressive score, but do expect that score to fluctuate a little bit. Lastly, Far Cry New Dawn will be dropping in February. However, you might be wondering, as a Ubisoft game, is this going to be a game that releases a lot of downloadable content, considering it is a budget title and more so considered to be a standalone expansion to Far Cry 5? That would be a little bit odd, and it's great to hear that Far Cry New Dawn will not have a season pass because there won't be any DLC in the game. This was specifically said by the game's creative director John Sebastian Deacon when asked about DLC or anything like that. He just definitively said no, what is in the box is what players are gonna get. Far Cry New Dawn, for those of you that enjoy Far Cry, for those that want something a little bit more different considering this is a post-apocalyptic Far Cry game set in the world of Far Cry 5, could be a pretty interesting game to check out. Again, it'll be dropping at a budget price point of $39.99, so that's nice. And that's gonna conclude this video. Again, we've got a ton of new PS4 games coming, a platformer in the King's Bird. We've got Heaven's Vault, a story-driven adventure, a new PSVR game in Immortal Legacy, the Jade Cipher, Glass Masquerade is a new puzzler, and A Plague Tale: Innocence is the one that I'm probably the most excited for. Could turn out to be a great game. Kingdom Hearts 3 is doing very well from a review standpoint, currently sitting at an 89, and Far Cry New Dawn is not going to have any DLC content. That's going to conclude this video. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comments section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.